Amatoro ya mamu alo bale ya sauti. Mawindow kwa ya mkati.
Mashi.
Gate kulo mama sando tusembe mu gate.
Baishire no tusembe.
Nama
sando. Tusembe aka. Tusembe aka.
Hapo so.
Pero ya mahama.
Hapa wali
Kasembe aka.
Andena bomvesha kwa mseko hapo mseko wakapo.
Somani.
Ayo kindo bafikira magati ya chipani. Pantura gate guest to aliko mutsa ipantura.
Kabine ifubaishire no tusembe na mahama. So, mwa aliko nisha kitike ndondolo lako.
Bosi, kwa dabiro fina tuga tureisha. Twababe abantu wa isalama lozo. Tuma bashimbi banenso. Bachi ngata muri wa fala magati ya chipani. Zani mbini ba no PF banenso. Mwaito dawa cha PF to arrivesha. Ngira ba tevo zike PF wa. Ba PF to arrivesha tuli ba patro different. To dabiro bamba mwaisha na mabwalwa. Tutemu bangwa tamasando bamba bingwala. So twaisa tsina ngira uvya wali kana katabizi. Mange katabizi ya makuzi.
So bali kwetu tusembe imingwala
mabwala mabotola mabwala
na mabotolo ya bwala
yo bala shire pala pamu kwa libotolo ya bwala pala tu
ama buses ya lianga
malosa taturo tuma isi tubidi na notro tubidi soka benzi ya white ne already
okay
na Hilux ya Land Cruiser
Tungile tumone so bawo na ule mkati.
Bozi
kwanza banamkianga.
Ito impuni shibali bawo chibali popo bawo.
Bawo lati bale ocha Secretariat.
Na polisi na besa.
Bosi bali wocha.
Mama mbe bale kuna tina container pale zanza pamuliro. Hapo bali wocha para pele pa entrance ya kuingira mu office ko ba shenkuyi.
Yes.
Leo za office leo. Let's store.
Yes. Como bem?
Bosi mimi hapa kiasi kwa mkana. Tunapacha miti. Mama kiasi Spanish.
Por favor, não iremos cá. Mas que papo ali, sala. Uma bomba.
Bali filo kuisura.
So hapa bashisho muri bale batwalayo cha Secretariat.
Bali ya shawaka binokwa.
Mao zaitira bona beti wapoka na matches.
Amba nokushana papini.
Nama mask bomi nzaba bayifimba kwaminzi.
Bushe bale ama youth asendere bantu be.
Bali
Teba pie.
Bafuri masheti ya chipani.
So ni ba UPND elo abafualika era ma t-shirt ya kwa hiyo
masheti ya balungu no bafimba pamenzi.
That's why bale fishira pamenzi.
Ba UPND bena la shit.
Ora shit.
Ba UPND
chama
dawi. Ko ba kwelele na mabasi ba
na mabasi basendele pa kusiko ba kwelele kwa bokusa ko.
Okay. Grazie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Yes, yes. Chegou para ser menino, bota na fábrica.
Olha lá, não está tirando cantalismo.
Tina, pode jogar essa mão, velho. Eu vou atirar. Isso é eu da CCTV. Yes, I can see.
Ah, o Toro.
Botoro.
Yes, I'm a Botoro.
So.
É a mão do batom.
Vou fechar só.
So, ma Botoro vale posa.
Ah, o Toro vale Ande wa PF tu wa sita so wa PF.
Kutoa toa secretariat
Wa
kwa
PF.
Yo ile wiza kasipa mauzi ndo BF ndo wachi
Yali inga tobana.
Wato bana.
Wale shwa hiyo so, mwenye Sophie.
Okay, Patrick, let me address our audience. We are live. We saw we can go, okay?
Later on ambio. Maybe we can check our office.
FT's office.
Okay?
It's okay. I guess we'll see enough damage.
Yeah.
Now, what about after this? Good morning to our dear audience watching us on social media, on various platforms. I'm Ambassador Emmanuel Mwamba, Chairperson for Information and Publicity, member of the Central Committee. I'm here at our party secretariat, based at the corner of Lumumba Road and Panganani Road. I personally I just arrived and quickly came here to inspect the damage that was done to our party infrastructure. This is our head office as a party. You are aware that on Friday, the 15th of September 2023, Matero Member of Parliament, Honorable Mwamba, with a horde of youths, came and stormed this area, caused extensive damage to the property here. As you've heard from our youths that were here, they've said the horde of youths he was carrying, they are mostly UPND. They even know the group leader, a gentleman called Rashid from Museko, and these UPND cadres are the ones that accompanied Honorable Mwamba. They were given t-shirts, Edgar Lugu t-shirts. They covered their faces, but later, they removed their faces and our youths could identify them, that these are mostly, the bulk of them were UPND members shipped from Museko. The party has reported this matter to Lusaka Central Police. We also followed it up with a letter to the Inspector General of Police. You've seen most of the glasses, broken down glasses, and a lot of things have not been removed. I think they were waiting for the police to come and action that report and see for themselves the malicious damage that has been done to the party secretariat. Like we stated, that the actions by Mr. Mwamba were illegal, were malicious, will take both administrative and criminal punitive actions. Because as a member of the party, and as a party, we are trying to rebrand, rebuild ourselves, abandon those things that were done in the past. As you heard from our youths, they've stated that the gate was locked, but these violent cadres carrying pangas, imingwala, ututemo, access, they said we can't be part of this violence. And you did very well, that no life was lost, that you escaped from the injury that could have been caused. That's what they wanted. They wanted there to be a clash and lives to be lost, and it was going to be blamed on the PF. So you did very well, because all the actions were totally criminal. So I would like to applaud you that you just left the premises to protect life and to protect the property. So those that intruded on the property, that came, and trespassed on the property and caused this malicious damage, must be held accountable. And to the media, someone is calling himself interim president. Someone is calling himself that he has taken over the party. You cannot suspend the party constitution. If it was a state matter, that's what we call treason. You'll be arrested, and the penalty is death for treason. So you can't have an individual come with UPND members and claim that he's now interim president. You can't outlaw the constitution. You can't abolish the party structures that were elected by our people. The bulk of members of the Central Committee were elected in 2021. There are few new members like myself, like even Mwamba, who was appointed by Honorable Given Lubinda. If Honorable Given Lubinda's action were illegal, vamusalile Mwamba ngalika anati awe acting president tamukwetamaka tetimunsa lenga member of the Central Committee. But vakusalalira vakusalelwa sai vatavakwetamaka. Ilio vakusalile nishtawakanine ati nchikwetamaka. So to our members, remain strong. These are turbulent times. We have enemies from outside and from inside. But with our resolve, we'll clean up all this and we'll stand resolute from the enemy outside. For the people inside, our core is that if you love the party, you cannot do things that damage the party. If you love the party, whatever your disagreement, you can't come and destroy the party infrastructure. If you love the party, you can't be insulting and denigrating and embarrassing the party out there. I'm glad that even some youths are saying they were very, very disappointed with the action of Honorable Mwamba. Those actions are not PF actions. If you look at our founder president, Michael Sata, who I personally started working with in 2002, he was very categorical. In 2006, he literally won that election. And the country was rising. But he refused. He was a voice. It was not government saying, stop violence, stop the riots. It was Michael Sata, who had won the elections, who was saying, you can't be violent. You can't take power by violence. Michael Sata he decided to forego that election, even if literally everyone said he had won the 2006 elections. He went on a press conference and called for peace of the country. He says, my presidency can't bring violence. I want to find a peaceful country. That's the spirit of the PF. We don't love violence. All those perpetrating violence do not respect President Michael Sata. All those that have stoned his party secretariat, they don't even know how much President Sata bought this secretariat. They would not have done what they've done to this secretariat. The party has been very forgiving. Abantu ababalia vayapanga echipani vatutuka vabwela twabapokelela lelo vatwimina. No, that's not the spirit of Michael Sata. Michael Sata came from MMD and he began to persuade people from MMD to form the PF. President Edgar Lungu came from UPND to join Mr. Michael Sata in 2001. Ichi chera chakuba ti new member, old member chafu makwisi. Basatabe na bapangire, balipokelela abantu, chirabushiku, abantu aba new. Even when he formed government in 2011, 7 MPs were from the MMD. The very people he had been fighting for just the previous day. He collaborated with the MMD and got 7 MPs from there who he made ministers. That's how Mr. Sata spirit has been, to grow the party, to make friends for the party, to build the party. Never to bring confusion to the party, never to engage in actions that destroy the party. That's not the spirit of Mr. Sata. If anyone respects President Michael Sata, they would not do what occurred on Friday. They would not attempt to outlaw the constitution. And lastly, the party's leadership is having a central committee meeting soon. We'll communicate to you It's an urgent Central Committee. I am yet to, like I said, I just arrived in the country. I'm yet to meet the leadership, and we'll communicate to you the day for our Central Committee, and we'll update you. For our senior members, if anyone has any grievance, there's an opportunity to bring it to Central Committee. If you are displeased with the appointments that were made by our acting president, Honorable Mwamba, bring the matter to Central Committee. If you are aggrieved with any way the direction of the party is taking, this party is consultative. No one person makes single decision. I am aware that even our leader, acting president, Mwamba, consults, and he consults very widely for every decision. The decision to hold mass public rallies, he consulted the public officials, our officials, our provincial officials in the provinces. He's like that, he's very consultative. To appoint me, to appoint Mutotwe Kafwaya, to appoint Shimbakambwili, to appoint Mao Sampa, Honorable Mwamba consulted widely and were appointed. The same powers he has exercised to appoint our Secretary General, Mr. Raphael Nakachinda, are the same powers he made when appointing Mr. Mao Sampa. Lelo Chabi Pashan. Lelo Chabi Pashan. This party is bigger than everyone. It's bigger than Edgar Lungu, it's bigger than Luvinda, it's bigger than Emmanuel Mwamba, it's bigger than Mao Sampa. No one individual will be allowed to destroy the party. Mr. Sata made this party as a mass party, a party for the poor. It's not a party for ourselves. It's a party for those street vendors, for those traders that have been evicted, for those workers who are not being paid. The law says minimum wage for domestic workers is 1,300. You are paying Ama workers 500 kwacha. It says everyone who works in a shop, the law says you have to pay them 2,700 kwacha. There is no one speaking for those workers who are being paid 1,000 kwacha, yet they work in a shop. Only the PF deals with those issues. So this is a vehicle not for Emmanuel Mwamba or Edgar Lungu. It's a vehicle for poor people. It's a vehicle for workers. It's vehicles for drivers. This is the only party that speaks for the poor. And we can't turn it into a selfish club. Let's go to the people. That is the reason he announced mass public rallies. For those that are saying go to the convention, to the convention, to announce number dates, nendalama to lomba 6 million. But to your convention, so to the convention that contribute. We want to go to the conference and we want to go as soon as possible. But we have these logistical issues. Kuriama party structures yesu, some party structures went to elections early and their mandate has expired. Our provincial structures, it's 3 years. So what do you do with those things? We have to regularize all those things. You can't go to conference with illegalities. Padiri ashriandalama. Iyo 6 million to lefwa. We can in other countries, I've seen the ANC, they buy cards and contribute as a party. Party members raise money for the party. To run our secretariat, we have to beg either our MPs or members of the business. No, a party should be run by ourselves. Whether in 1 kwacha, ni 10 kwacha, ni 100 kwacha. So each power to lefwa ukia ku general conference in 6 million. Mwebantu wakwaleza ngatwa isanga mailo. Mwalamo, now we can rush toward that general conference. These matters will be discussed in the Central Committee. Mwebantu wakwaleza, do not be cheated, do not be fooled. This party is the only vehicle for poor people. Don't allow selfish people to destroy it. Shwakutwa ya bula ba UPND kubuseko. Ebo waisa na bopa pansa kaya PF. Bulwani nshubo. What kind of betrayal is that? No. So let's see the other damage and we'll just see what was done. But I've spoken to the business premises here. Awama panel beaters atubali tina sana. Bibiri ya shiyama panga liyabwela futi. Bachila nishimikila pale. Bebe na ba PF tukala na ba abale komaulo kona mufefe walechita. They were speaking to me. And they've said the last 2 years there has been peace here. The only violence they saw is when we lost elections, UPND came and invaded and stoned this place in 2021. After that, there has been peace. So they were shocked to see the violence. Abantu baisa no tusembe ne mingwala na mascrew driver, what they saw on Friday. They were very alarmed. And they were speaking to me that taubane. Foto wale watina muchinjange fi. And I'm glad that they were being told that te bantu beswawa. Abantu wa PF, wate mwa PF, teteme. Ukisa mko na ola party secretariat. Wate mwa PF, takwaba. Tetiona ule, tetuoche moto kole fo kuisha. Takwaba. Moto kole ifuaya, chiku tuwale kundola. But wa yocha. So wala yasha ni kundola. If anyone wants the presidents of this party, you can't destroy the party. Because what will you lead? You want to lead a shell? You'll be betraying the spirit of President Michael Sata. I was very instrumental, especially in organizing the party between 2002 and 2006. There are many things we did to remember Dr. Chiluba was with Mr. Michael Sata. I know Mr. Sata very well. But that's how President Michael Sata was. Each person has a story with him. He was close to everyone. Nganale tabonza pa imu mwaikilesha ni na basata. Wala mwanakwache wa weshibeka basata. That's how Mr. Sata was as a leader. He embraced you. He became violent. Would we want to go back there? No. And the work we are doing to demonstrate that PF is a peaceful party will not be taken away by selfish individuals. And thank you, gentlemen, for being strong. Thank you very much for being strong.